Ladies and gentlemen, live from the greatest city on earth, Tustin, your host, the Honorable Mayor Jerry Amonte.
This thing live? The things that staff do in order to get us set up is unbelievable. So welcome to this version of Live at City Hall. We wanted to tell you the top 10 reasons why Tustin is the best hometown. So staff put together some of those for you. I think you need to look at your monitors. Number 10, true to our roots, everything is rustin' in Tustin. Number 9, even our doggy citizens keep our parks clean. Chad doing his best. Number 8, our riveting engineers keep Tustin moving. We love to pick on our engineers. Number 7, our planners busy at work building our city. Number 6, our budget's so tight we've taken to ticketing cops who have to chase bad guys through town. Number 5, our Parks and Rec commissioners plan great parks by being on the spot. Number 4, our mayor is so buff. What's so funny? Number 3, every time Houston retires, Amonte ropes him back in. Number 2, there are always good friends to help the mayor cool down, sometimes literally. And number 1, everyone wishes, there's a wishing well, that they could live in Tustin. The top 10 reasons, there you are. That was a lot of setup for very little comedy, I'm afraid, but anyway, that's what we did for you. In general, the state of our city is stable and thriving. It's in good shape in a tough economy, and we have much to be proud of. Let's start by talking about Tustin Ranch Road. This year, that big pile of dirt will be a road, and it will begin to improve commutes through town. I was recently out there, so let's take a look at the Tustin Ranch Road improvement.
Here we are at Tustin Ranch Road. Come on up.
You know, the city of Tustin is making a huge investment in this and other infrastructure to complete Valencia Park and Legacy roads. This fall, we put out $44 million in tax allocation bonds to build out this vital infrastructure. And this summer, you'll see bulldozers and earth movement equipment extending this road to connect Walnut to Warner. And soon you'll be able to travel from the northernmost reaches of Tustin all the way to Irvine without making a single turn. I know my commute's going to get a lot better. How about yours? Last year, we, with the acquisition of additional land along the area of Edinger and the 55 freeway, came across new opportunities for development. While portions of the property will be marketed in conjunction with our economic recovery over time, the city has entered into negotiations with R.D. Olson on a land parcel adjacent to the freeway for the development of 2 hotels, a Hilton Garden Inn and a Marriott Residence Inn. Hotel space is desperately needed in Tustin, along with approximately 300 hotel rooms. An added benefit of the project will be more than 1,500 square feet of meeting and conference area. The project will also bring supporting restaurants and retail space. We expect a final disposition and development agreement to be acted on this summer, and we will have some hotel space that's desperately needed, and I know that development team is here. Bob, would you and all your team stand up so we can all say thank you to you. Welcome to Tustin. Glad to have you. A little bit about Tustin's budget. I always say that Tustin is the head of the pin in Orange County because we're dead in the center. It's the 3rd largest county in the state and economically one of the most stimulating forces in California, which, as you know, makes up the 8th largest economy in the world, just behind Italy and ahead of Brazil and Spain. And although we are still below 2004-2005 levels in sales tax revenue, our Tustin sales per capita trend is higher than in many Orange County cities and the state for fiscal year 10-11. In the 4th quarter of 2010, sales tax increased 6.6% over the 4th quarter of the previous year, which puts a dent in the 27% downturn we experienced in 2009-10. I'm pleased that next year's budget will once again be balanced, with a general fund reserve we expect of around 25%. And although we're facing another tight year, we will avoid further layoffs. We'll be able to maintain the same excellent city services you've come to expect. Our business-friendly practices include having the lowest business license fee in the county, and we're proud of that. For the past 4 quarters, we've seen growth in California's economy, Orange County's economy, and certainly in Tustin's economy, and our sales tax base has continued to increase at rates that are faster than both California and the county. We will continue to make decisions here that we think are friendly to our businesses and residents, and so our budget is in great shape, and the staff, and particularly those in finance and in the city manager's office, deserve a great round of applause for that fact. Thank you for keeping us economically stable. Tustin's businesses are thriving even in the Great Recession. We're reminded during this time how important it is to keep our local tax dollars local, and we're delighted that we have all of our businesses doing very well compared to previous years. We want to thank the business community for the support for our town, not just in what you do for sales tax revenue, but events like this, your participation this weekend in Chili Cook-Off and all the other community events you belong to, all the work you do for our charitable organizations, the stretch that you make that makes Tustin a hometown. We want to show you just a little bit about some of our thriving businesses so you won't forget to patronize them. Roll it.
Hi, welcome to Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. I'm Caitlin, and we're located right next to Henry's Market in the Tustin Marketplace. Here at Hand and Stone, we offer a world-class spa experience for you at affordable prices.
Hi, my name is Allison Maxon. I'm the Regional Executive Director of Kinship Center in Orange County. We are a private, nonprofit, mission-driven organization whose purpose is to find permanent adoptive families for our local children that need them. Thank you so much for welcoming us to your wonderful city of Tustin. We are thrilled to have our home here.
Hello everyone, welcome to Habibi's Funnel Cakes in the city of Tustin. Located on the corner of Red Hill and El Camino Real, next to Starbucks. We welcome you to our store. Come in and try our famous, fresh funnel cakes made just for you. No one makes your funnel cakes like your Habibis. Come on in and try us.
Hi, my name is Master Andres Pesce from Legacy Martial Arts in Tustin. We teach Taekwondo, Hapkido, kickboxing, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We teach children from 3 years old and up, all the way up to adults. Come and visit us anytime, and you will see that we teach more than kicking and punching. This is a family place.
Hey guys, my name is Peter. I'm standing out front of Peter's Gourmet Grill in Tustin, California, on the corner of McFadden and Tustin Village Way. Come on down and try our homemade Angus beef burgers and my famous Peter's Greek fries. I promise you'll love it.
Hi guys, we're at Movie Land on 735 El Camino Real. We are your neighborhood DVD rental store. Come check us out. We have all your old classics for only $1 for 2 days. Our latest releases for $1.50 for 2 days, and our wonderful Blu-ray releases for $2 for 2 days. We are the best deal in town. Support your local business, and we love Tustin.
Hi, I'm Sergio from Pablo's Cantina. Come join us for the best margaritas in Tustin, best Mexican food, great atmosphere. Bring your coworkers, bring your friends and family. Love to see you all here. Come check us out.
Get that margarita ready, Sergio. I'm getting there. All right, let's have a round of applause for them. You get to see a little bit about the diversity of our business community in that little snip, but it really is diverse. Let's talk quiet zone. Most people in town think that's any place the mayor is not, but we actually, there are some of these lines that you're not supposed to have. But we've actually worked very hard over a long period of years to provide a quiet zone. I hope you haven't been hearing any horns. Let's take a look at our celebration. It was something that we worked for and was a long-awaited day in Tustin.
Are you ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Oh. There you go. All right.
Okay, so today here we are at Red Hill and Edinger at our train crossing, and we're celebrating the fact that we now have a quiet zone. No horns need to be sounded because of the safety improvements that were a cooperative agreement between the OCTA and the city of Tustin. We've just declared this a quiet zone, and so now the residents of South Tustin, Tustin Meadows, and Tustin Fields will be able to sleep at night without having to listen to train horns. That's a cooperative agreement between OCTA and the city that goes back decades, and we want to thank people like Lou Bone, who was mayor and was very instrumental in having this happen, not only here in Tustin, but on the Metrolink board, all the people at OCTA that helped make this happen, and the citizens of Tustin who kept reminding us we want to have a quiet zone. Congratulations. Enjoy the silence. You know, we always brag about our police department, and for good reason. We are so proud of them. I always say that it's a fundamental of government to provide for public safety, and we've got one of the best. They're leading in tough times with loyalty, dedication, and service, and don't you agree with me that they have really lived up to their mission? A round of applause for our PD. Even working with a 12% reduction in staffing under Chief Jordan's leadership, the department's policing philosophy and organizational structure continue to be so effective that Tustin remains one of the most sought-after hometowns in Orange County. This year, the department earned the prestigious Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, or CALEA accreditation. They just got that, one of the few agencies in the nation. Do you remember this winter when many Tustin residents were apprehensive about the release of Lawrence Brown? He was a violent sex offender who was coming to our city. Tustin Police Department is very proud to have been extremely responsive to our citizens. Working in conjunction with the District Attorney's Office, Detective Pam Hardiker and the TPD were able to apprehend Brown and have him back in custody for a parole violation even before he hit the city limits. Now he's behind bars where he belongs, and he'll remain there for a very long time. Let's have a round of applause for Pam and everybody that worked on that team. Another example of excellent detecting came last summer when Ali Acheki was one of Orange County's top 10 most wanted for multiple counts of forcible rape, and he was arrested. Tustin Detective Ryan Coe submitted DNA evidence to Interpol and received a hit to our suspect, who was then currently residing in Austria. Through an internationally coordinated effort, he was taken into custody in Austria and extradited back to Orange County, where he will face those multiple charges of sexual assault. Again, a great job, a hand for Ryan Coe and all of the people on that team. When I ran for office the first time, I wanted to encourage our police department to work with all the other departments in our neighborhoods to do something unique in the manner in which we attacked crime. And the chief said, give us some time while we restructure and organize, and we'll take that into account and we'll work on it. What came out of that work was what we call the Neighborhood Improvement Task Force. Our NITF, which includes police patrol, community relations, community development, code enforcement, public works, and other city departments, our community groups, and others have executed the Alliance Street project. By helping residents with safety measures, beautification, and education, the area saw a noticeable reduction in crime and an increase in the overall quality of life in this neighborhood. As a result of the project's success, the group received an award from the Orange County Human Relations Commission for community policing, and now communities throughout the United States are calling on Tustin and asking to be able to emulate that model. Will all the members of our police department stand and let your community tell you how much we love you? Thank you, guys. Many years ago, the city council determined that Tustin was underparked, and so councils that preceded ours went about making sure they would do everything they could to increase park space. By the time we are through building out Tustin Legacy, we will be above the national average in terms of acreage per capita, and we're proud of that. And of course, if you love Citrus Ranch Park as much as I do, you won't be surprised to hear that they won several awards this year. Let's see why. It was just going to be a matter of time until the secret was out. Citrus Ranch Park. People in Tustin have been in love with it for more than a year since it opened, and you can see why. And now it's getting all kinds of awards from all over the state, including a prestigious award from State Parks and Recreation for its development. It's terrific. It's got 17 acres of park. It's got more than 1,500 trees, including 900 trees, which are our working lemon grove that are a throwback to our tradition as an agrarian city. And it has a great place for you to have grassy areas for picnics, playgrounds for kids, or a 278-foot tall vista from which to see Mount Baldy and all the way to Catalina. It's a great place to enjoy your family's time. Come and have a picnic, throw a frisbee with your dog, or just watch a beautiful sunset with somebody you love. But don't miss Citrus Ranch Park. Let's talk a little bit about our water system and about our improvements at Rawlings Reservoir. It's a 4 million gallon reservoir built in the late 1950s, but it has been offline since 2004. This summer, building on 2 new reservoirs will begin. The reservoirs, each with 3 million gallon capacity, will total 6 million gallons of water to allow for self-sufficiency in our community. The reservoir's water will be obviously used to meet daily demands in the Tustin water service area, but more importantly will also be available in times of emergency such as an earthquake or a local fire. This is just one of several major improvements designed with the strategy to increase our water system's reliability and minimize dependence on imported water, which, I might add, saves nearly half the cost per acre foot if we can produce it locally from our own groundwater. Supply, reliability, and redundancy, it takes all 3 to be prepared. The current reservoir located at Newport Avenue and Foothill Boulevard will be demolished this summer. New construction is expected to begin late this fall, and the new reservoirs should be online in 2012. So we're very excited about those improvements to our water system. Let's talk a little bit about Tustin Legacy. Last year at this time, we were dealing with the city's termination of its agreement with Tustin Legacy Community Partners as a master developer on its portion of Tustin Legacy. While the lagging economy has made real estate development difficult to be sure over the last 3 years throughout the country, we also knew that the land at Tustin Legacy in the center of this county has a real asset value to the citizens of Tustin. Recently, the council voted to act as the land developer at Tustin Legacy. This puts the city and the project in a strong position. The city will develop the segments over a long development horizon based on market conditions, avoiding quick fixes that cannot be reversed or costly ones for us in the long run. We'll be overseeing a logical, orderly, and planned phasing of sales and development to coincide with the completion of planned infrastructure, master planned amenities, and parks. So we're very excited about that. The council's direction will permit the project to move forward and remain focused on the original visions for Tustin Legacy. We wanted a dynamic, urban, master planned community, one that was a great place to live, work, and play. The fire station, which will be located at Kensington Drive and Ettinger Avenue, has plans that are nearly 95% completed. We expect construction to begin next winter. There are already a few residential projects that have begun as the project has restarted. At Columbus Grove, Ainsley Park will have 84 duplex units. At Columbus Square, Mirabella will have 60 new townhomes, and Augusta will have 64 detached single-family units. So hold on, Tustin, we're on the move again, and the results will be more than we can imagine. We're excited about it. Our playgrounds and parks are important to all of our citizens, from tots to seniors, and they're beautiful because we take the time and money to create them and then to keep them in working order. Let's take a look at Laurel Glen and Magnolia Park, each of which got a facelift this year on their playground. One of City Hall's major responsibilities is its infrastructure and resources, not just building it, but also maintaining it. If you've been to Laurel Glen or Magnolia Parks lately, you've seen these fabulously refurbished playgrounds. And if you haven't, let's go take a look at them right now. So there you have it. Those are really the top 10 reasons. A little bit about the state of the city, a little bit about why we think Tustin is a great place to live, work, and play, and a great hometown. I encourage you to stay engaged with our community. Thank the business community for what you mean to us and for working with us each year to bring the state of the city to our citizens. I think this is being filmed so it can later be streamed, so those who couldn't be here at lunch today will have an opportunity to watch and see what we had to share with all of you. And I want to thank several people who made this happen, who are really instrumental in this. First, will you please give a warm welcome and thanks to Studio 360 that did all of our filming. Studio 360, thank you. John McGuire from John McGuire Photography took up some of those beautiful stills that you saw and shot for us. Thank you, John. And our communications manager and our administrative assistant who really did all the heavy lifting to make this all happen, Lisa Woolery and Stephanie Nahara. Thank you both. All right, we have a little bit of time for a few questions before we have to let you go and let the Councilwoman make her plane. See, I brought it in on time for you, Gomez, just for you. If the questions are really hard, Nielsen will handle all of those. If they're really easy or they have anything to do with taking credit, I'll smile. You can take photos. Questions? Anybody? None? No questions? Wow, you ladies did a really good job. Yes? How many slides did I write on? You know, they wouldn't let me do that. We save playing on the playground equipment for former Mayor Dabbert. He likes to climb on the jungle gyms, and we have photos, so I'm not maligning him. There's evidence. So whenever he goes to a park opening, he plays on it. No, they didn't let me slide. They just let me walk down. They were very concerned about me breaking anything the kids wanted to play on. But it would have been fun. Some of them look like a lot of fun. Any other questions? That was it. One question about slides. Well, thank you all for coming. Enjoy each other's company. And thanks for being a part of Tustin. Ned?
Thank you all for coming. That concludes the presentation. I want to remind you all next week, Wednesday morning at 7:30 is our monthly breakfast for the Chamber of Commerce. If you'd like to come, it's at 7:30 in the morning at Tustin Ranch. So come and join us. Thanks and have a great day.